recently, God of War trilogy remake was announced, and everyone is excited. The Shadow dropped that new God of War game. I cannot even call it a God of War game. It looks like indie trash. Sons of Sparta, disgusting. I don't even want to see it. Like, stop. Everyone knows what God of War is. Don't release a Nokia Engage video game and call it God of War and still keep the Norse saga font. This gets announced. Everyone is excited. Everyone is happy. They think that the game they played or probably didn't play 21 years ago is going to be updated with new graphics. And to me, I'm not exactly entirely excited. I don't like to be that guy, but I know the world we're living in. We're living in a post 2016 Sony world. We're living in a post 2016 post COVID world where Sony is no longer making games like Senran Kagura. Sony has basically cut all ties with Japanese games, right? Sony has cut all ties with by Japanese, you know what I mean. Games like Marvelous AQL, Senra Kagura, those edgy type games. And inherently, invariably, Sony is promoting more of a feminist Last of Us 2 type of game rather than God of War 3 type game. What do I mean by God of War 3? God of War 3, God of War Ascension, where the Gorgons have tits, you can stab the tits. Yeah, I mean, God of War 3, Aphrodite, you know, like we know what the old God of War was about. The old God of War was about, you know.
It is fair when with his video see how to get the
like that. I'm not getting demonetized, but stuff like that. That's what the old God of War was about. It was about violence and tits. You had the mini games in the old games. Even God of War Ascension did not have a mini game. I actually checked because I've not played that game in so long, but it didn't have a mini game. So there was a shift from that, what people would call juvenile thing. But that's what video games are. Video games are juvenile, and that's what we want. Even at our advanced ages, we still want things like that. I platinum Senran Kagura, both games, Estival versus and Shinobi versus. What the fuck do I care? But the point is that you are remaking these games in 2027 or 28 when these games are going to come out. One, are you going to maintain a fixed camera? Are you going to maintain a fixed camera? That's one. Two, are you going to we just saw that. That is freaking, what's her name? What's the name of the box? Penelope box? What's her name? Greek box that you shouldn't open. What? Pandora's box. That's Pandora. That's Pandora. You see Pandora's tits. That's Pandora with her tits out. Can you make a game like this in 2026, 27? You can't. You cannot. Is kind of the point. That's Pandora. And she's like underage basically. So look at where are we? Okay. Aphrodite. Oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You see the point. The point is that this you could remake this, but you can't remake the Aphrodite. This is a boss battle in God of War. I mean, you can't do this. You can't. You look at her face. That's so funny. You can't do this. You can't do this in 2026, 27. Sony can't do it. I don't know why. I don't know whom they offended. But one, there's not going to be a fixed camera. Because you cannot make a game for modern audiences with a fixed camera where the right stick is going to be used for dodging. So it seems, that's why even when God of War 2018 came out, I didn't like the mechanics. I did not like it. It seemed too Souls-like. The only thing missing really was a stamina gauge. But then you had special abilities with cooldown, so they turned it into an RPG. Let's call it what it is. And obviously I did not play Ragnarok because I knew it was more of the same. You know, just boy feelings and emotions. I didn't like it. David Jaffe comes out and says, oh, he doesn't like Ragnarok because it's too feely and emotional. But earlier he said he liked 2018. But when they made more of the same, he now gets pissed off. But I never liked 2018 either. I played it, I'm like, okay, fine. But Ragnarok was a joke. Like, what was the name of the Yoruba woman? They put a black giant in the game. Odin doesn't have the swag and the violence and the gravitas of the king of gods. I mean, can you compare, please, just as a gamer, can you compare Zeus and Odin? Can you compare both of them? Just in terms of presence, in terms of the atmosphere and the grit that they carry. Can you compare them? Zeus would fucking rape Odin. Like, just in terms of the masculine, that toxic masculine atmosphere, aura that they have.
Great war, and brought forth the reign of Mount Olympus. Born from the depths of the underworld, rooted in the river of souls, our mountain emerged out of the chaos. As it grew, so too did the might of the Olympians. He created a world of peace, a world of prosperity, a world that lives in the shadow and safety of my mountain. A mountain that has come to be the absolute measure of strength and power. Now, on this day, that power is to be tested. The mortal Kratos seeks to destroy all that I have wrought.
Okay, so just that. Even if you've not played God of War 1, even if you've not played God of War 2, you're wondering who is speaking here. This person is speaking with authority. Just, isn't this somebody who is in charge? This person sounds like someone who is in charge, who doesn't listen to women, who doesn't have women talking back to him. This is somebody who is Olympus. It is my mountain. You can hear the speech.
Brothers, put aside the petty grievances that have splintered us for so long. We will unite. We will stand together. And I will wipe out this plague. Olympus will prevail.
I mean, just look at the walk. Look at his crew. Look at he's with his niggas, and it's just chilling. Four brothers like. So you can see immediately you are reintroduced to Zeus, right? Even if you didn't play God of War 2 like I didn't play God of War 2, I played God of War 1. You are reintroduced to Zeus. Like, this is the person, this is who we're dealing with. You can see the hierarchy. He's standing there with his four niggas. They're all moving. Then he talks to Hercules with just the nod of his head. For God's sake, can you compare this guy that we've just seen, Zeus, to Odin? Odin intro. Let's see how Odin is introduced to us.
You don't have a chance against me. I can calculate 90 trillion moves in advance. Not fair, not fair.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Unlimited creative power unlocked!
I'm already bored. I am already bored. I'm not even playing this thing, and I'm already bored. Like, it's just look at that. That was 10 seconds, and it's just some fat fuck walking, and then they exchange a glance, and he keeps on walking. This is Thor, for fuck's sake. This is somebody who's a fucking monster. Did you watch Records of Ragnarok? Watch that to see what Thor is supposed to be.
Nice place.
They talk like humans. Thor doesn't talk like a god. Nice, but he's talking like, a construction worker. And it's like, so that's acting. That's acting, Christopher Judge. Oh, Is acting. Okay, whatever. This is boring. This is boring, guys. Like, it's like a TV show. It's not a game at this point. This is a TV show. Look, what is happening here?
You could have told me before I poured. Why are you here? Just being polite. You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you? A calm and reasonable person.
If the moment calls for calm.
Like, I'm bored just watching this. I'm so sorry. I'll try to speed it up. But let's see Odin. This is Odin, All Father, conqueror of the 9 realms, whatever. Who? This is Odin. This is supposed to be the main bad guy, God of War Ragnarok. Let's watch his introduction right here.
You know who I am?
So look at hear his voice. His voice is soft, frail. You know who I am. It's like, look, I am Odin, the All Father. You know what I mean? Like, there's supposed to be something with more gravitas. He looks old, frail. Look at him.
Back before winter set in, there were some misunderstandings.
Like, I don't get it. There's no swag. Okay, he has nice tattoos, but that's about it. Now, let's watch him interacting with his wife.
I'm sorry. You are here. Why?
Okay, thank you very much. This is so perfect. Odin, the All-Father, the Lord of the 9 realms, starts a sentence demanding an answer with "I'm sorry." Is that how to talk? Is that how to speak as the god of the Norse mythology? Is that how to? I'm sorry. You start with that. So the script is stupid. The actor they picked the weakest. He's not toxic. He's a beta male. He loves women. Watch.
I'm sorry. You are here. Why?
Does that sound like someone who commands the 9 realms? Does that sound like who even commands the Aesir? Who commands Asgard or Valhalla or whatever it is? He doesn't have the swag. Even the words that are written for him and the words that he's saying don't have the same momentum.
His father murdered Heimdall. Forseti has proof. Take him.
No. Leave him alone. I command it.
You said no more.
And she's talking back to him. That's the end. That's all I want to say. I'm done. She's talking back. Does anybody talk back to Zeus? Nobody does. Does Zeus look like someone who gets talked back to? Nobody talks back to him. So I don't get it. So anyway. So what I'm trying to establish is the difference between what God of War was 20 years ago and what God of War is now. Right? You have the same. Kratos was fire, now he's ice, and then he pressed R1 and R2 together, whatever. Let's look at. Oh yeah. Here we go. You have Frigg. She's overpowering Zeus just like she overpowered Kratos. Right. And what is this? Let's look at the fight.
This is not how it ends. I don't believe this.
I'm not impressed.
So, was this everything you hoped for? Was your plan really all that much better than mine? I hope you got exactly what you want.
Not quite yet.
Oh, empowered woman. We don't even get to see her tits. Oh, she's killing the toxic male. Whatever, man. Fuck God of War Ragnarok. Fuck God of War North Saga. Actually, fuck it. Right? That is why everyone is excited for the trilogy remake. That is why. So let's watch trilogy remake. Let's see what it is making people excited.
Zeus! Your son has returned.
Hey, what's happening, fam? It is.
So they brought like a rapper. They brought a rapper in the back of the studio with beats to tell you that, yeah, God of War remaster or remake, yeah.
OGTC.
It's the OG, yeah.
The original God of War. How y'all doing today? I'm so glad you're hanging out, and I want you to know as we close out this last few months of the God of War's 20th anniversary, I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news about the series today. Now look, we are happy and excited.
This is not a trailer. This is an announcement video.
Excited to finally confirm that the Greek trilogy remake is now in development.
Now in development.
Yeah, man, I know. Sit down. Now look, this project is still in the early stages, so it'll be a minute before we get back to share another update, right? But I'm telling you, next time we come back, we coming with something big, baby. Yeah. So, closing, I want to say thank you. Thank you all for your patience. You've been waiting, so thank you for your patience. But most of all, I want to thank you all for supporting this guy.
All right, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, as I've said, it's going to be difficult to maintain a fixed camera. I don't think they were going to do that. I also think that they will remove the edgy stuff, the tits, the mini games. They will take that out or censor it or both. Then, I don't think that the mechanics are going to be exactly the same. I don't think I'm going to have that visceral. Let me just show you something that I don't think this new remake is going to have. Guys rip through her fucking tits. You just don't have that much edge anymore in 2025, 2026, 2027. So when this guy comes out and says, yeah, it's in development, this game is going to come out 2027 at best. What's the world like then? Can you have things like this? You can't. So you can't have it. You can't have those things. So people are motivated or are excited purely by nostalgia. When you make a game like that, 20 years ago, when you make a game like that in 2026, 27, it's not going to have the same edge. So you are going to remember things through purely rose-colored glasses. You don't have edgy stuff like this anymore. You just can't. So I think we should temper our excitement with a little bit of humility and realization that the world has changed. It's not 2005 anymore. It's not even 2013 anymore. There's some things you just can't do anymore. You can't make a game like the OG God of War anymore. That's just the truth. So with that being said, leave a like, subscribe. We'll see what happens when the game does come out. But I'm not holding my breath. I'm not excited whatsoever. What does Jay-Z say? Niggas want my old shit, buy my old album. If you want to play old games, go and buy old games. But new games, remakes, they will always have a lack of edge. Look at Crobicat. Watch Crobicat and see the video where they remastered or they remade Dead Rising. Compare the Dead Rising old and the Dead Rising remake, and you can just see the difference. It's just not possible. You cannot recreate magic. Miracles happen only once. You know who said that? So with all that said, leave a like, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Out.